Houston Texans. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. From his end zone, here's Tremon Smith. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence.
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. So now after the sack, Mills and the Texans needing to navigate a 3rd and long. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Now Mills on 4th down. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Back to the ground with Pierce. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Damian Pierce, 27 yards. And the Texans are on the board first here this afternoon. A nice run by him, don't get me wrong, but the blocking up front was a thing of beauty.
I think for an opening drive, how about that for an exclamation point? Just what you said. Good blocking, good vision, and he accelerated to the end zone.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Ebner going to elect to bring this out of the end zone here. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. To Montgomery to begin the drive. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they have everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
Back to Montgomery on 2nd down. And he's got room. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there. Right side, Claypool's got it. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. 3 yards remain for second down. Up the middle, it's Montgomery. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Here's Fields. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Come on, bro.
That pressure gets to him again. The defense rising to the challenge and setting it back on the sack. So now make that a 2nd sack for them on this drive.
And Brandon, we hear it every week when we go out to do a game. Everyone talks about playing complementary football. Their offense goes down and scores. They see that, and they want to back them up, and that they did, getting 2 sacks on this first drive.
Now he's going to throw deep right side. Well, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked up by M.J. Stewart. And the Texans are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. The young quarterback, Charles, running his right hand, is right-handed, but is that one that maybe Valley sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
1st and 10, it's Pierce. Shifts by him. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Jalen Johnson up to make the tackle. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. A first carry down for Rex Burkhead. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, here's Mills. Ball hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
4th down, Mills. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and it'll be a turnover on downs. First down, here's the run to Montgomery. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now it's Fields. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Fields, we know he has the good mobility. He flashes it there as he scrambles for the first down. Now a give running left with Montgomery. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
2nd down and 3. Off play action, Fields. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Christian Harris there finding his way home to recover. looking at 3rd down and long. Fields.
Why are you blitzing on me from outside?
Down he goes again. Jonathan Greener
I know it's real because we can't say
first and 7. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
You hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something different.
That's all y'all need to be doing. I was going to figure it out here.
They snap it to Fields. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A first down throw for Mills. Swings this one out wide for Pierce. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Doesn't look to be any confusion here as they come up now on a 2nd and 6 following the delay of game. To throw, Mills. That's caught. It's Chris Moore. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Mills now. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Again, it's Mills. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And the Bears are going to get the football back at their own 17. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys.
Whoa.
Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Christian Harris. And the Texans are going to take possession of the football. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9-yard line, 2nd and 6. From the gun, here's Mills.
Really good.
This one in for a Texans touchdown. Davis
slow ass run.
A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Texans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
That was not a designed run. It was supposed to be a pass, but it turned into an exceptional run. What a scramble for a touchdown.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And it's now 14-0. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Ebner going to elect to bring this out of the end zone here. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Fields. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first.
It was starting to become a game for him to forget with the interceptions, but that's a step in the right direction. Not only did he choose to run it instead, but he saw the field well and made a nice pickup to get a new set of downs.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. To throw is Fields. Able to hit his target, Claypool. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Fields. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the stoppage will come to 23 seconds to go till halftime. From the 50, here's Fields. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
The average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
Steps away to his left. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Mills on 1st down. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the 2nd quarter. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Final play of the half, Mills. And this is going to be intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. Charles, one thing that he referenced to us yesterday was his confidence fitting the ball into any window, but obviously that window was a little too tight, and it was closing in a hurry.
And he was talking to us about having anticipation in making those types of throws. Down near the goal line, I don't think you can anticipate it as much as you need to see it open. You've got to be precise with your throws down here in the red zone. That one goes into double coverage, and he gets picked off.
A final shot before the break. Fields. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. Ebner going to elect to bring this out of the end zone here. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
And he goes across the 20 to the 22. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. On play action, Fields. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Kudos for the defense for nailing that one because they were prepared the whole round for the try to escape and hit them for more yardage running it. I like the way they stayed zeroed in on him and kept him contained when he pulled the ball down. I think he was fortunate to get what he did on that run.
And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
First down, they run again. Here's Montgomery. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
From the 41, Fields. Oh, Fields is intercepted for a 3rd time. And the Texans are going to take possession of the football.
That has been a little bit discouraging because after halftime talk, adjustments and points of emphasis, their first drive ends with an interception. Absolutely aggravating if you're a head coach because you spent all that time, gone through every situation possible, and it still ends in a turnover.
Again, it's Pierce. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Damian Pierce, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Texans have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And it's now 21-0. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Ebner going to elect to bring this out of the end zone here. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Rolling to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And his pass is intercepted for a 14. Desmond King picks it.
Well, let's face it, Brandon, they're down here in the second half. You want to try and make something happen. And if you're the guy with the ball in your hands, you're going to try even harder. Because I think all he was trying to do was to get outside the pocket and see if he can find a big play downfield.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. You got a young quarterback. You know, maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Play action now, Mills. He's got a man, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 35. First down, Mills. He's got his man. It's Pierce.
It's like my DB's just waiting for you to catch
He's going to
it.
get this down near the 25. On play action, Mills. He's giving it to Collins, complete. Then he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Now Mills. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Kind of fine line when you're setting up the screen. You didn't want to throw it too early to have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late. And that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
On second down, here's Pierce. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal. Mills. And it'll be intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it, and the Bears are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Fields now to throw. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Fields. He'll buy some time right. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time.
There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Chicago. David Montgomery, 50 yards. And the Bears are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead at 21-7. And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Playing niggas like you, ain't gonna do it. Playing niggas like you.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Out of the end zone comes Smith. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw in this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
They go play action. Mills. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Play action is supposed to be used to slow down pressure, slow down blitzes. In this case, though, if it takes a little too long to develop, you got people right in your face.
And lucky just to get rid of the ball with the arm going forward. Could have been a fumble. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
He did a fine job there not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free. I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Mills to throw for it on 4th. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard, complete. He's going to have a Texans first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. So maybe just a momentary setback on what's been a great drive so far. But 2nd and 13 here. And it's caught. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Mills to throw it. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Down this close to the goal line. First down. Surprised that wasn't a run.
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball first down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me an option of running play action, maybe throwing it.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Throwing, Mills. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Brevin Jordan from a yard out. And the Texans have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Ebner going to elect to bring this out of the end zone here. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that part.
And now here is another interception. Picked up by Steven Nelson. And the Texans are going to take possession of the football. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Hand off right side to Pierce. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. And he is going to lose yardage here. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Here's Mills. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And the Bears will get the football back. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive, maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Another throw there away from Mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know what he thinks going on out there, CD.
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you about it. You keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing confidence throwing it. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
4th down, defense has to have this one. Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
Oh.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that will force a turnover on downs. Pierce takes it straight ahead, and not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. So now after the sack, Mills and the Texans needing to navigate a 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
And it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here, and our score is going to stay right where it is. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show.
Oh, give me that ball.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mills. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Christian Harris. And the Texans force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Defensively, there's still 3 timeouts. Do you even need to use them at this point?
I think a lot of coaches do it anyway, and it seems like...
And now here is another interception. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. And one last throw here for Fields. He's going to let it fly.
Oh!
And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. So Houston going to come away here with the victory. I tell you what, I can't remember a defensive performance as good as this one. They seemingly forced turnover after turnover after turnover every time you turned around.
Yeah, you can just get going with it, can't you? After turnover, after turnover. As this game unfolded, they were doing all the dictating, right? They told the offense exactly how it was going to go down today. So you saw them deflate with every series, didn't you? Every time they ran onto the field, it was slower and slower to get to the football because they just felt like if we go out there, we're just going to turn it over anyway. So it was really, really a stellar performance.